What is it about? What is it about those two words, power and aggression? I've heard that a lot from the other guys in the band. Power and aggression. I mean, is that the image you want to portray? Is that what people are supposed to respect about you?
The underground people will respect it because they get off on it so bad, being so heavy, but I want to be really heavy, but I don't want to be trashy sounding, just bleh, I want to be really tight and really heavy, because I like that sound, a lot of power and the energy, and the excitement that's involved with the kind of music. That's what I'm into it for.
What goes through your mind when you're performing? You look like you really get into it. You look like you really get hot.
Energy, just go up there with the I don't care attitude, and not get up there and worry, oh gee, are these people gonna like us? Just get up there and do it, And if they don't like it, then fine. Actually, I get off on people not liking us because, I like it when people really hate us because that fits our image, and I can really be obnoxious to them and stuff, just because it's not what we're really about. But I'm just saying, like, people around here, because the people around here are just mainly top 40 people, and I like shocking them, making them go, geez, what's that, it's like.
Just give me back this sentence. When I'm up there performing, I feel like what?
I feel like there's like no boundaries, I can do anything, that's how I feel, Not really at first. At first, when you get up on stage, it's like you're a little bit nervous, but after you play it a little bit, you start to get into it more, But okay, well, I don't really mean that because I kind of mean that, but then again, I don't because you got to kind of go out there and just right at first just jump around and bang your head and thrash and do whatever you want, That's the way I feel. Just do whatever you want.
How do you think people perceive you? The image you project. When they look at Ed, who do they see?
Probably a punk, somebody who's bad, somebody who trips acid every day, takes a lot of drugs, but I don't,
Are you a good singer, Ed? When did you get interested in singing?
I got into singing after there's a band, this is just a heavy metal band, Queensryche, and I heard the singer for Queensryche, and I said, wow, because I used to be a drummer in this band called Steel Prophet in Connecticut, and I used to live there, and our singer really stunk, and I was drumming at the time, and they said, they was trying everybody out in the band and saying, okay, see who can sing, they'll be the lead singer. So I just got up there and sang, and I did pretty good, so I was a singer from then on. Then I heard the singer for Queensryche, Jeff Tate, and he was massive, so I just said, I'm going to become a full-time singer, Then I just practiced and things like that, never took any lessons. But that was before I got into hardcore. And now I'm in a hardcore band, and I just mostly just kind of scream the lyrics, but it's not like yelling them. It's like, to scream, it takes a lot of energy out of you, so that it takes talent to be able to push all that energy out, and make it sound good, like range, I scream, but I got a lot of range. I can scream really high, and I can scream really low. I think I'm pretty good.
Good screamer.
Okay.
Nothing else?
I'm completely
Where do you want to
busted.
go with all this?
Where do I want to go? As in, how far? I wouldn't mind just being on an independent record label, like Combat, Megaforce, kind of underground record labels where you can do whatever you want. You can write any kind of music you want, and they'll still release it, because being on a big record label like Elektra, you take Elektra, that's a real big record label, or Warner Brothers, and they say, okay, now we're gonna sign you to this label, but and I don't like that. You got to do this and this and this, and you have to write slow songs, or else they won't get played on the radio, and you won't make any money. I don't like that at all.
What about the other guys in the band? Just tell me a little bit about them. Is this a good band? Is this a tight band? And what makes it good, if it is?
Yeah, we're a tight band. We make really good hardcore songs, kind of complex. We're not as nearly as far as we're gonna go with our music, but we only been together about 7 or 8 months, and we're doing really good.
As you progress, do you think your songs will mellow a little, slow down a little? Or?
Never. No. That'll never happen. We'll get heavier, if anything. Heavier sound, heavier guitar sound, heavier drum sound, bass sound. I think my vocals is as heavy as I can get them. You can only scream as a limit to a voice. It's not a limit to an instrument. There's a limit to a voice. Depends on who the person is. You can only do so much. You gotta do with what you got. But you can still progress. But if your voice can't do something, then you got to do with what you have, make the best of it. But like with an instrument, like a guitar, you can go on forever, and just learn new stuff, like Yngwie Malmsteen, he's like really good guitarist. Randy Rhoads.
How do you practice?
How do I
For your
practice?
singing.
Well, sometimes I practice like up in my bedroom, just singing mellow things, just trying to get my voice in tune and things like that. And then sometimes if I really get inspired by something, I'll just scream,
Could you sing me a mellow tune right now, just a cappella, and see what your voice sounds like when you're not screaming? Anything.
No, I don't know if I could do that. It's kind of...
Just anything.
No, I don't know if I could do that. I could do it, but...
Well, go ahead. Just sing me something that is pretty easy. Something so I can hear how your voice sounds when you're not doing your heavy metal stuff.
Well, I don't really know, because I gotta practice to get to that, and I don't want to make a fool out of
You
myself.
won't.
I don't know.
What is it you sing when you're, practicing, like you're just getting in shape?
Well, it's really not. It's like you just... Can I put this?
Well, sing me some of the words from one of your songs that you do, heavy metal, just so I get a sense of it, what it sounds like without the music.
Oh, okay. This is... one of the songs? Well, that would be like screaming.
Yeah, but do one, so I get a sense of what it sounds like without the music.
I don't know.
Come on, man, you're a performer. This is,
Yeah, but let me think of something.
because I want to be able to hear the words. Like body bags.
Okay. Let's see how that goes.
Terror at your door, see no more. This is killing murder, this is further desire to set the fire. One life, take a life, give a life, kamikaze.
That's basically how that goes. That's the first verse. That's how it sounds. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's good.
That was low, but I do it a lot heavier, but
So what happens? Slow it down a little bit. Take me through it so I hear the words.
just terror at your door, save no more, senses killing murder, sense further desire to start the fire. One life, give a life, take a life, kamikaze, destroy, girls and boys with great joy, send body bags. That's,
What's it mean?
well, it means, you know, self-inflicting death, you know, doing things, like that verse right there means, it means, you know, terrorists, you know, killing other people, you know, terrorists coming in, killing people to make a point, put a point across, you know. There's other verses in the songs about drugs and just verses that mean things about killing yourself, you know, like you take a lot of drugs, you're slowly killing yourself, you know. Just things like that.
How important is performance to you? A good performance. Is it as important as the music?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's real important, you know, because you can't get up there and just stand there and do what you're gonna do, you know, just stand in one place and play guitar or whatever. I mean, that's boring. Nobody wants to see that. Some people obviously do, but I don't. I want to see people jumping around, slam dancing, diving off the stage, and just smashing into stuff. You know, it's fun.
What do you do personally to make a good performance?
Just jump around, bang my head, thrash, move around. If I feel like it, just fall down on the ground and spaz out. You know, just whatever.
What if the audience doesn't react tonight?
Then who cares? I'm gonna do it anyway. It's my attitude. Do what I want. I don't, you know, people around here won't like it anyway. You know.
Do you think bad response is as good as better than no response, or?
For our band, yeah. Around here. Again. Cause I'd like to shock people around here, you know, because they don't understand the music at all. And to get up on stage and just let them have it, you know, be real fun. Watching them go, jeez, what is that? You know, just seeing us all just doing all kinds of stuff that they don't, no other band have the nerve to do. It's fun.
Can you understand how they see? Do you understand their outrage?
Why they react that way?
Yeah, because they don't understand it. They want to hear bands like just top 40 bands like Prince and things like that, you know, really mellow music that they can dance to, you know, and party and then get drunk or whatever. That's fine, but not when I get on stage. I'm gonna do what I want.
Any more questions?
Not for me.
Great. Okay, gang.
can talk.
You can. Well, first of all, tell me who you are and what you're doing. What's the band and what's your part in the band?
Are we on now?
Yeah.
I'm Matt Lewis. I play lead guitar, rhythm guitar, and
Could you start that again?
Oh.
And talk to Joe.
Matt Lewis. I play lead and rhythm guitars and write a good amount of the music, and about all for that question.
Okay. How'd you get into hardcore?
Dan, or Damien, whatever, kind of exposed me to it, and I was kind of reluctant with it at first because it was really new. I had heard small amounts before, like Metallica, who I really liked, and then he exposed me to some new stuff that was really psychotic, and it took me a while to get into it, and then from there I just love it. Can't get enough.
What's so great about it?
It's just so new, it's so different, and I consider it superior to a lot of other musics in its intricate and shit like that. It's like taking a number of different things and putting them together. Like, it's got punk influence, metal influence, and you can hear classical influence, jazz, whatever you want. The more you put in, the better.
How would you label the music? I mean, with all that punk, with all the input, how'd you categorize it?
Label it? It's really kind of a lousy thing to do, but I don't know.
When did you get interested in music, man?
Music? When I was in about the 5th grade, I got exposed to the Beatles, and I just went nuts. I was total Beatle fanatic, and from there I've always been into what I've always considered good music. I've always been into different music than other people I knew. I was always into something different than they were at a certain time, maybe ahead of them or behind them, I don't know. But after my Beatles craze, I was into stuff like Eric Clapton and Jimi Hendrix and a lot of blues and stuff, which helped. It's got a lot of feeling in it. And then I was exposed to metal, which I got into.
Who's been the biggest influence in your life of all those styles of music? I mean, any single individual?
Lately it's kind of varied, but for about a year I was a complete Iron Maiden fanatic, and they had a lot of impact on me, and still do. Or Randy Rhoads, I liked him a lot.
You write a lot of the lyrics. You wrote the lyrics for Body Bags, right?
Yeah, I did a lot of that.
What are you trying to put across? You trying
how stupid the world is. We're killing each other off, and it's completely stupid. It's really not as barbaric as it seems. It's more like a objective view of things that are really happening. So it makes total sense. Everything makes sense.
Do people understand metal? Do you think that the population in general understands what metal music is all about?
I don't know. Not really, but then again, there's a label there, metal, it's really general. It's not really, most of it's not about anything that is new or anything. A lot of what the word metal means to me is just patty tunes, I don't dig metal as the cliched term too much because it's just too cliched. It's not new, it's old.
How do you think people receive your band? How do you think that they look at you guys? Do you think they understand what you're all about?
We haven't really exposed enough people to it, and the people that we have exposed to it, they probably think, wow, these guys play good music, but they don't actually know what it's about. They don't know that we're really serious in putting across different messages and stuff. They probably just think we're a teenage band, you know.
Right.
How long have you been into playing the guitar? When did you start playing it? And what does the guitar mean to you?
I started, let's say, when I was about 13, which would be about 4 years ago, but I was in a really bummy type of situation. I learned a few things, and I didn't have my own guitar, so I never had a chance to expand because my brothers